Welcome back to New View. New things, new toys, new tech. Today, a new tech toy, the CHEERSON CX10 WD-TX Mini FPV Drone. This thing's small, very, very small. It's tiny. Even compared to my other small drones, this thing is small. This thing is tiny. It's still tiny, but has a stack of features. It's got 25-meter flight range, FPV cam. It's recording live at 640 by 480. It's got a 4 to 5 minute flight time, and the charge takes about 30 minutes, which isn't too bad. Gets you back in the air pretty quick. The CX10 has a dual flight control. You can either use the remote, which is included, or you can download the app, which is available either iOS or Android. Links in the description to both those apps. Via the app or the remote, you have access to one-touch landing, one-touch takeoff. The whole box is about as long as my iPhone. This is the iPhone 7 Plus, just to give you an idea of how big the package is. This tiny little thing has altitude hold. It's great. It's amazing. It actually holds altitude very well. In the box there's a manual to get you started, good info, it covers all you need. I recommend reading the manual at least once just to get you started, especially if this is your first drone. At first it looks impressive. It's really cute. It's a tiny little drone. It sits here inside the controller, as you can see. It's about the size of my mini Batman figure here, or for a greater comparison, you can see the iPhone Apple symbol on the back of the Apple iPhone or the camera on the 7 Plus. It's not much bigger than that, so it's very, very small. The controller, that's nice white finish. It doesn't look cheap. Feels good, nice, well presented. The phone holder is well padded. It seems to adjust to suit different phone sizes. You get a USB charger. It's a nice bonus. There's also some spare props, so be careful when you remove this piece of foam. You might lose the foam, you might lose those props. The props, I find that you can store those just inside the remote in the little lid here. Keeps it all in one little package, nice and neat. The phone holder is well padded, as it fits my iPhone 7 Plus. I imagine with a case you may need to remove a case. Looking at the remote, the sticks are nice grip, they bounce back well, nice springs, they recenter very well, nice little controller. It looks stylish too, I think. Once you've got your iPhone attached, it's still quite secure, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall out, everything attaches well, nice and crisp. So after we unboxed everything, we quickly went through, I'll have a quick look at the app. So this is the iOS app we're taking a look at. Seems like there's quite a few settings you can dive in and have a play with. You've got a manual inbuilt, you've got a quick setup guide. I'm just getting straight into the default settings today. If you open up the app, you've got dual analog stick type control, a lot of settings up the front, looks like some trim controls down the bottom. I'm going to just use the remote for today, which was included. I much prefer the analog feel. So you pop your phone in the phone holder, this will give you FPV or some app controls if you wanted to play with the settings. And then you're ready to sync. So up, down on the left stick, you should hear a beep. That shows that the drone is now paired with the remote. To actually get the propellers started and engage the motors, you need to do a downward motion to the outer corners on both sticks and you're ready to fly. And these dual sticks are also buttons. If you press down, you can start to enable the advanced features. So pressing down on the right hand stick will enable advanced features, enabling you to perform flips. We won't cover that today, maybe in a later video, but good fun. I did have a play. It flips very well, nice responsive, doesn't lose much altitude. If you press down on the left stick, you've got 3 different mode buttons which are basically taking you through the advanced features. So today we're just going to leave it in mode 1. which is its default setting, just to get us started. Once you get the feel for it, it's pretty good. You can start flying this thing. It's great fun, so we'll take it outside and have a little look how it goes. Just a quick test. We won't really test range, just to see how it performs. So outside, you can see here it's actually taken off pretty well in the wind. It's very windy conditions today. I've only got my small little backyard to fly around, so I just wanted to see how it's going to handle itself outside. It's great. It's hard to see. It's a tiny little drone, so it's hard to see. I hope you can see it on this video. So just flying it around, handles everything I throw at it. It's a good little flyer, very responsive. This is only mode 1, but still quite fast and very manoeuvrable. I can imagine this being great fun, especially on a less windy day, adjusting your trim and having a bit of play with a few friends. That'd be great to chase each other around. Tiny little racer. I haven't played with the FPV yet, but we'll head inside and have a little look and see how that holds up. So far, really impressed with this little drone. It's a great little toy. I wouldn't even call it a toy. It's quite advanced for what you get for the money. So good job, CHEERSON. Great little drone. Okay, inside now, we're just going to take a quick look at the app and have a look at the camera and how that holds up. It's in a low light, so this will be interesting to see how it's going to hold up with that little tiny camera. So this is the live view from the camera. This is just on my kitchen floor. So basically jump into your app, connect your Wi-Fi up, jump into your app, and then you should be able to get a live stream from the camera. Hit record and you're ready to go. You're actually recording footage. So just having a quick look, I've popped a little action figure down so you can take a look at how it looks to give you some sort of perspective and focus. This is a tiny little figure on my floor, and look, flying it around, I have a couple of crashes. It holds up well to a crash. It's a nice solid little unit, and great fun indoors. I think make sure there's no one around. You don't want to be hitting anyone. It would probably scratch a little. This could be really good fun once you get the feel for the controls and start to play around with this thing. Good 5-minute flight time. Nice fast little drone, and I can imagine you could put this in some pretty interesting places just for the size. It's nothing great. It's not going to hold up to a 4K footage, but for this little camera, I'm really impressed. And for this drone, really impressed overall. Great little toy and cheap and well worth the purchase. I recommend the CHEERSON CX10. Great drone. Thanks for watching New View. See you next time. Bye.